What's up, broskies? Some of you were asking for a CapCut tutorial to how I kind of edit my TikToks a little bit. I don't actually have any TikTok clips, but I'm just going to give a basic intro tutorial at kind of how to use CapCut because it is a little bit confusing, but it's also one of the most dumbed down softwares. I've used DaVinci Resolve, I've used Premiere Pro, and I've also used Apple, whatever theirs is called. And I've stuck with CapCut. I actually pay the premium subscription, which is $10 a month. I also do use a little bit of DaVinci Resolve for like some sound stuff, for like sound EQ, because it's a little better on there. But I really like the editing tools for CapCut. Anyway, so let's get into it. Alrighty, so this is what it'll look like when you boot up CapCut. It's pretty basic. It looks about the same as any other, mildly basic video editing software. So what the first thing you're going to do is just create project right here, and you're going to click this import button. It should be bright right here. If not, uh, you can go to media, and then it should give you an option to import if it's not already there. If you're on Mac, you should be able to click like file and then import. I also have this on Mac as well, but I don't remember exactly how to do it. So we'll import. We're going to use this. This is just the video for my reactions channel. Link to that will be in the description down below. But we'll bump this up, and basically what you do, just drag it onto the timeline. Now, if we want to put this into a vertical format, all right, we're going to click right here, this ratio button, and all vertical ratio stuff is going to be down here. I would suggest using 9:16. It's the best vertical resolution for everything. And then what you're going to do, if you want to fit it like I do, is you're going to either keep the video here like this. So say if I have a full screen video and I want to cut it, what you're going to do is you're going to go down here, and there is a crop button. Where is it at? Is it resize? It might be called resize. It's called resize. I would change this. If your webcam is just a 1080p or a 720p webcam, I change this to 16:9. It makes it so much easier. If you're in free crop, sometimes the ratio doesn't line up great. It has issues. I've had issues trying to get it to the exact size I want. So if you just got a nice basic 1080p webcam, put it at 16:9, and it'll keep that vertical resolution, so you can drag this. So say if we wanted to make like a webcam of my face, all right? So this is what we want to do. We want to do this right here, and then confirm, all right? And look at that. We can just, it already automatically goes to the size we need. If it's not, you can literally just use these boxes right here, stretch it. And then say we want more content under it. What you'll have to do is you'll have to go back to your timeline. You'll have to drag in a second copy of the video into the timeline right here from the media pool, and then you'll have to size this properly. So sizing this properly is literally just dragging it and just basically making sure that all of this black canvas is covered up. It's not super hard. It's not super difficult. It's a really bad way to do it with just this video, but what you'll do is you'll kind of just line it up like this, and then once you get it centered, that little line will show up, and that's how you know that it's equal on both sides. It's centered. So for gaming clips and stuff like that, that's what it's really good for. And then once you do that, there's also like effects if you ever want to throw video effects on here. Now I have all of the pro effects because I pay for it. But like say we want to put this on here, and then when we play it, alrighty, welcome back, dudes, to the see it pulses like that. But we're not going to do that, obviously. And then one thing you are going to want to do, or you don't have to do, but I prefer to do it, is I prefer to go down here into my media pool. I click right click on it, and what I do is I click separate audio like this, and then you can just do you can do this. You can do it this way. This is one way to do it, and that'll separate. Like if you want to separate your music and you want to rip that out, that's only a pro feature though. The other one I use is extract audio. It brings your whole audio track down here. And since we already have an audio track on this first video, if you put two of the same clips in here like this, what you're going to do is you're basically just going to delete this audio clip, because if we go back to this clip, we right click on it, we click extract audio, we have another audio clip right there. So Reacts channel. Today it'll still be fine. No problems there. And then if you want to get into like transitions and stuff, so say we make a cut like right here. All right. So the keyboard shortcut for that is just B. It's the blade tool. You don't have to hit control like other things, and we can just make. Let's just say we want to make a cut down the middle right here. All right.
Muscular build.
And then we want to cut the video about here. All right. We don't know exactly, but we cut the video here. Make sure these cuts are along this line because you can actually cut wherever you want. And then what you do, it's the same as any video editing software, but you hit the A button and it just brings you back to the pointer. And then you can hold down Control, or if you're on a Mac, Command, and just click all three of these. And then you can literally just hit delete. All right. Now, the audio doesn't automatically size, but that's fine. We can go to one of these transition effects. So say if we want to throw this transition effect. Hold on, why is it not working? Pull that transition effect in there. And we'll throw another one in on this one. All right. So now watch that bottom canvas of when we hit this little
overall.
See how it does a zoom in and then a zoom out. Those are two separate transitions you can put in. That's one of the ways. If you're one of those people that like to put transitions or like side swipes when you're like switch from your your face cam to a like a actual clip, that's how you could do that. And then this is the adjustments area. This is where you can put LUTs. LUTs are basically color correction codes. So what that's going to be able to do is that's going to be able to say, see if we go back to my face cam here, right here, and say I don't like how this color's looking, I can throw this filter on this like this, and I have to kind of make it. I think I actually have to throw it on top of the clip. But you'll be able to see once we hit that spot right there. There's a little. Hold on. There's a little bit of a color correction. Here, hold on. Let's try to put it on. Let's try to see if we can stretch a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And then I'm gonna switch back to A and just kind of. Yeah, I'm not totally sure with this stuff. I just know what LUTs are. I don't know how to use it in this software as much. There again, that's what I would switch over to DaVinci Resolve for, because their color correction software is so much better. And the thing is, DaVinci Resolve is free. So like I said, you can create custom adjustments if you want. You can change your color temp. So see, that'll change the color on that. I can tint it a color. So like if I'm filming like a car video, I'm wanting to make that into a short, I can kind of tint it a different color to give it a better atmospheric vibe. And saturation is, it's a saturation in color. It makes the colors brighter, as you can see, but it can also really wash out the picture if you want something a little bit washed out. It kind of depends on what you're going for. And then you can also say this is a preset. So if you film a lot with the same camera or do a lot of like facial content, you can save this as a LUT. And when you come back and you go to LUT, there's one normally right here that you can do. If that doesn't show up, you can also save this as just a file, and you can drag that file into here. So templates are what a lot of people use for TikTok stuff, and actually with the premium templates are actually really good. So let's say we want to throw this template on here real quick. Actually, let's throw this. Can we throw this template on our clip? Yeah, let's do that.
Welcome back, dudes, to the Como Reacts channel.
Replace clip. Right. And
welcome back, dudes.
Like their bodies had to adapt. It's gonna say media not found, but yeah, this is like how people make TikTok LUTs. I don't know how to use that there again, or I know how to use it, but it's not really great to show with a really long form content. And then AI avatars is a pro feature that you got to pay for. It's ridiculous. It's stupid. It's not included with pro stuff, but you could put AI people in. And then the most helpful feature when making shorts is this captions button right here. So say we go back to my little spot right here. We can do English captions, and we can click on the clip we want for it, and then we click generate, and it'll auto-generate captions. They're not 100% accurate. It's an AI generation of captions, so it's not always 100% accurate. But once it finishes generating, it's basically just like normal captions. We probably picked too long. We probably picked too long of a clip because, as you can see, this whole clip is almost 10 minutes. That would take forever to generate captions for. So let's just say we want to do it for this intro that I did right here. So let's cut it about right here. So let's whip out our blade tool. And then we can click A again to go back to the selector, click the clip, click generate captions. And this should be a lot quicker to generate captions for. Actually, you might have to do it for the whole clip. So let's actually delete this real quick. Let's blade this as well. I don't actually know. I clicked the wrong button. Darn it. Delete. That's that LUT that we threw on. We can resize that. Delete and then delete. And then we have this little section right here, and then we can just generate those captions. And it doesn't normally take very long, especially for shorter clips. You can also do this on mobile as well. So if we want a mobile tutorial on how to do that stuff, I can also do that as well, because I know not everybody has a computer. Or I could also do an iPad tutorial because I do have an iPad as well. I don't know if they're a little bit different because there's a lot of iPad apps that are a little different. But basically, it'll generate these captions. and it'll basically read the stuff back to you. I'm not going to show it generate because it takes forever because it's auto captions, it's AI. It takes forever, but you can also change the words too. Now, some of these, like I said, are pro features. Um, Pro is actually really worth it to pay for. It's $10 a month, and it's great. I love it. And then we also have like our effects tab. So if we want to throw a video effect on here, I think I
Alrighty,
already kind of
welcome back,
showed
dudes,
this,
to the
but just a little bit of a different. That's a little different clip. And then stickers. Please don't ever use. I mean, you could use stuff like this. These are kind of interesting. Like watch. Yeah, like these premium stickers. W. Straight up. And then text. So if you just want to add like, you can add in a script if you want, or you can have an AI like write you a script about something. So like, say I want a script about animals that live in cold places, and then I can go continue, and it'll use AI to basically generate me a script. Um, it takes a bit, just like the captions do. It's stupid. I don't like it. I don't really use a lot of these AI tools, but it's there if you need it at some point. Here we go. So let's dive into the fascinating world. We have enthusiasts. Today we're going to explore incredible animals in cold places, from polar bears, penguins, creatures. It basically is just Chat GPT built into this. And then there's like text effects. So if you want a different style of text, text templates are just, they're again different styles of text pretty much. And the advanced does like the auto captions and the identifying lyrics. So if you have a song in your title and you want those lyrics to pop up, you can do the captions, and then you can go into like the text templates and change the stuff like that. Um, there again, I could do a more in-depth tutorial. This is just really basic. And then we have some like copyright free music that's pretty garbage. Like it's not great. It's not great music. But like, see, if we wanted, we could hit the hip hop. But if you want something just to throw in there, it's not terrible. I mean, see, it's not garbage. It's just not great. It is what it is. But yeah, that's basically it. And then once you finish your project, go over here and click modify. It'll bring up this thing. You don't really have to worry about this too much if you have a pretty decent system. And then what you would do normally is you can leave resolution on adapted. Aspect ratio needs to be 9:16. And then if your clip's in 60 FPS, which most of the time if you're clipping on Xbox or PlayStation it is, you switch that to 60 FPS. And then I would actually leave this on 709. The rest of these are for HDR content, or at least these two are for sure. This is high quality. This is poor quality. This color spectrum right here, this color space, is for HDR content. So if you're one of those people that are doing like more movie kind of things, like a TV show or something like that, that's where that extra features come in. Once you finish that, you click export right here. It'll there again bring up your stuff. I'm not going to put my stuff out of 30 just to make it render faster. Bitrate, you could leave it at recommended if you want. And then codec is normally H.264. That's going to be the best codec. It's efficient. It's tried and true. I mean, if you're one of those people that have a Mac, you're going to have like ProRes 422, 4444, and like 422 low quality and stuff like that. Um, and you can use those if you want, but they're a little crappy sometimes. And then make sure your format is on MP4 if you're going to YouTube, because I don't know if YouTube supports MOV. I know that TikTok does. And then optical flow, this little section right here, turn on to apply optical flow to all clips. Basically, I think it just adds its own transitions in there to kind of keep the stuff moving. And what's really nice they have built in is this copyright check feature. This is so in case you have content in here like music that is copyrighted and the place that you're uploading it to has really tight copyright restrictions. So YouTube is one of those that if you're monetized on there, they have really tight copyright subscriptions. So you can just automatically run this. It'll process the whole video. Like I said, longer the content, the longer it's going to take to process. And then if you just wanted to do the audio, you can do that. So you can go to right here to the audio, and you just click that. And you can export the audio separately, because a lot of people like doing that for other content, such as like long. I mean, because you can encode on OBS in separate tracks. But yeah, that's also if you want the audio separate from it. But it's really helpful tool. But that's it for this video. If you like it, please be sure to hit the likes up. If you want to see a more in-depth tutorial with this kind of stuff, just let me know. I'm not great with the in-depth stuff, but I can get around and I can explain it a little better. But this was just supposed to be basics, what all the tools are, stuff like that. Thanks for watching. Have a nice night, dudes.